Greetings, fellow cooks and food lovers. Marcelino Bernie, I'm here, and as you know, I'm Dr. Flavor. Over here, I am with my other brother from another mother, Dr. Cicada Lovio, or Jorge, as we call him, and he's my hunting buddy. So I want to show you what we're up to. Today, we're actually preparing for the feast. The second day of hunting, we actually have a nice meal, and basically it's a meal that we have for with our neighbors here in West Virginia, and it's a matter of just giving thanks and because we're all together. The fact of the matter is, Jerry Hall, the gentleman, my friend, who passed away a few years ago, he and I bought this property, and one of the things that we decided to do is to enforce that anyone that was here had to respect the land and respect the people. Very important. We've had guests here before, since, that have done one or the other not correctly and have never been invited again. Let me show you some of our bounty here. Right here is between yesterday and today we harvested these deer, and it was awesome. Okay, we're going to go over some of the ingredients for this feast. What we're making today is venison sauerbraten. Now, this meal is always made with venison. I always make it with venison, and this is just one of those ideas of mine. It's not the genuine sauerbraten because it has to cook for a long period of time, and we're very limited right here with the with outdoor cooking, so we don't have that precise stewing type of process. So we're going to do the best we can. This is venison thawed, and it's marinated with vinegar, some water, garlic, cloves, and bay leaves. You see some of the bay leaves here. Okay, and I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, and I'm going to have it cooking in the oil. And then we're going to start making some of the other additions. We have water. Now, if you know me by now, you understand that I do things a little bit differently. I like cloves, fabulous taste, but unfortunately, I don't like to pick stuff out. So what I took, flour, black pepper, salt, cloves, and I ground them, and so now I can actually just put it in into the cooking mixture as I go along. We're going to add ginger snaps because that's important for the sauerbraten. We're going to add a little bit of red wine vinegar. We're going to have some onion, a little bit more oil if we need it. Water is definitely included in this. So we're going to start mixing stuff up. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're using my Cuban pot, and we're actually heating up the venison with some olive oil. This was marinating for several days, as I told you, in vinegar, peppercorn, and bay leaves, and all kinds of goodness. But what I want to tell you about this property is that this is something that Jerry and I were very proud of. and we always come back every year and we celebrate. You know, we go deer hunting, and when before Jerry passed away, his son Danny Hall became the second partner in this property, and he believes in the same, and he's a wonderful guy, so we get along beautifully. Okay, so as you see, we got it uncovered right now, so we're going to start adding some of the good stuff in here. All right, we got the bay leaves from the Marinade. I'm going to put them in there. You know, I'm not a big fan of whole bay leaves, but we're going to use it this time. All right, so we got one container, if I can open it, one container of chopped onions. Holy mackerel, these things are tight. All right, here we go. One. And 2 containers. That's about 3 medium-sized onions. We're going to throw in some ginger snaps. Let's say 3, 6, 9, 10, and 1 for the cook. All right. Red wine vinegar. It marinated in red wine vinegar. Now, the recipe that I looked at said to use the marinade put in here. Not a big fan, because the problem with that is that if it's been marinating in venison, you're going to have that venison blood, and unfortunately the game. I'd rather not. I'm going to put a little chili powder. Not part of the recipe, but I like a little chili powder. And now, this is the interesting gizmo. This is the ground products. Cloves, ground with flour. It's got sugar in there, black pepper, and some. Eyes are killing me. So I'm gonna just eyeball this and see how that does. And we're gonna start stirring things up. And Jorge, you know I like to stir things up, right?
All the time.
Yep. Yep.
So how much meat is in there?
Oh, glad you asked. I estimate that it's about 4 pounds of venison. And what I did is, because when venison is butchered, you get a lot of bones, you get a lot of gristle, you got a lot of stuff. And I actually dissected a lot of that stuff. So it probably started as 5 pounds. And I worked it down. So, Jorge, now you can tell that this stuff is starting to develop a little bit of a flavor. Good flavor, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can sure tell.
The smell is fantastic. The interesting thing about cooking it in this pot is that as the charcoal burns down a little bit, it's gonna reduce the temperature. So it's kind of like not a bad idea. All right, so let me see. I think everybody is in the pool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up and just gonna let it cook slowly. Awesome, awesome. This has only been cooking for a little while. And it's very smoky. And it's getting nice and creamy. Now, this is not the first time I've made a sauerbraten. This actually is when we first started coming here. I used to get a product at Giant Food in Maryland called Mrs. Minnick's Sauerbraten Mix, and it was really good. So, but this is from scratch. So I'm gonna taste it just to get make sure that I got the flavors I need. It's got vinegar. I can taste the cloves. I think I'm gonna have a little bit, put more of the ginger snaps in there, because I do like a little bit of sweetness in there. And I'm gonna put more of this stuff mix, because I also have sugar in here, and the cloves. I can taste some of the cloves, but more is more better. All right, so let's make it happen. It's nice and thick, it's beautiful. Now, I don't want anybody with German ancestry freaking out on this, because I'm not doing this. This is an outdoor cooking event, okay? So believe me, I'm not trashing your traditions. This is just fun stuff that we're doing here. Because I need it to cook a little longer, I'm going to put more water. All right. And when I started cooking this thing, there was I put in about a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, because I needed to, because venison needs oil. It's very dry. It got very little fat, and believe me, you don't want to eat the fat from the venison. So, all right. And we're going to have to stir this periodically, because charcoal is very unpredictable. All right, let's cover it up. Okay, we're going to hour number 2, cooking outside, stirring every 10-15 minutes, and it's going to be awesome. Well, friends, this actually concludes a great meal that we've had with friends here in West Virginia. The Frederick family have always been very kind to us, and always welcome us to their home. So we just want to say goodbye.
Bye.
And Sakat over there. And once again, I want to say, this is Marcelino Buerne, your Dr. Flavor, signing off.